My name is Marietta Mehanni, and this week's Gymstick tip is actually not a super complicated exercise, but it's really effective. And like Gymstick, we always say, Gymstick is simply effective. And here's a classic example of that. So, adding tension on, we're going to do a bicep curl. So we're working the upper body to start with. So hands are going to be underneath, and you're going to perform bicep curl. But we're not keeping the feet in this position. And the cool thing about Gymstick is the fact that the bands, where they're located, will actually create a significant challenge to the body that we can't normally replicate with weights. So we're taking 1 foot forwards and 1 foot back, not because it helps with balance, but because now I've got to use my spinal rotators, my obliques a bit more to keep myself facing forwards because there's different tension on the bands. So I'm going to put my right leg forward, lift up the heel on my left leg and perform the bicep curl. Now the advantage of lifting the heel up behind is it just helps me stand up straight. If I bring that heel down to the floor, I have a tendency to relax, the abdominals hang out, I've got poor posture. So lift up that heel and you'll find that you'll feel that you're engaging more of your abdominals as you perform this exercise. And it's easier to stand straight. All right, so we're going to simply do 30 counts of 30 seconds of this, or 16 repetitions before we move on. If you're an instructor, a key technical point here, other than that heel being lifted, is make sure that clients bring their arms all the way down. It seems like a simple exercise, but you might be surprised, I certainly have been, where people will stop here and come up. Now the reason why people stop prematurely is because there's not enough tension in the bands. They're not feeling anything at the bottom. So get them to add more tension on so that they feel the necessity to go all the way down to relieve the arms after each repetition. So again, 30 seconds of this, and then we move on to the next exercise in our trio. Now that left leg that was held back is now going to move more. So I'm going to start with my feet together and I'm going to lunge back with that left leg. Now you'll notice that the heel is still lifted off the floor as I lunge back. Now you might want to add more tension on, but then let me tell you why. Because as you go down, the bands don't stretch as much. So you might feel the necessity to add more tension on. You keep your weight over the front leg, in my case it'll be my right leg, and you make sure that you take the leg as far back as you can. Now if you find that that's difficult, just keep your weight over your right leg again so that there's a balance component as you just reach back with your left leg but not so far. We do that for 30 seconds, so it's going to get the heart rate up slightly. And the final exercise in this trio includes balance. So now because you've been keeping your weight on your right leg, you have gotten some memory around that for your muscles, and now you lift your left leg completely off the floor and you perform that single leg donkey kick. Now, it's really important that people add even more tension on here if you're an instructor, because again, the tendency to hold the stick up and not go full range motion because there's just not enough tension on the bands. The tension on the bands helps with balance. So you're going to kick that leg right back, bring the stick all the way down to the thigh. That's it, and your right leg that you're standing on is working a lot harder the whole time. So you'll feel the different tensions on the arms. Definitely there's a bicep workout. It's really important to go all the way down. But then there's the aspect of some cardio because you're adding a lunge and then including the balance. It's a full exercise. You know, it incorporates a lot of basic fitness training principles, which is why we love Gymstick, because you can do it quickly and simply. So, great little variation of the bicep, which you can't do with weights, and that's this week's Gymstick tip.